Oh, it's you.
Hi guys, today I will introduce one of the main characters of Silent Hill 2, Angela. Anyone who is interested in understanding the background of Silent Hill 2 can first watch the previous episode. Before we start, please like and subscribe. Your support is my motivation for continuous creation. In the story, Angela told the protagonist James that she went to Silent Hill to find her mother. In fact, she came there because she couldn't bear the guilt of killing her father and brother. Her heart was devastated, and she wanted to escape from reality. However, why did she kill her relatives? The answer is simple but sad. Angela's father and brother had sexually abused her since she was a child, and her alcoholic father even hit her to vent his anger. Her mother sat on the sidelines and said she deserved it. After Angela grew up, her mother left her alone, which led to her father and brother intensifying their sexual abuse of her. Because of her growth experience, she always wears a loose long-sleeved turtleneck sweater to hide her figure and bruises. Her experience also makes her introverted, anxious, antisocial, and fear of being touched. But the tragedy didn't end. Even after leaving her family and working outside, Angela was often sexually harassed by customers in the restaurant where she worked. Even if she had sought the help of a psychiatrist, it did not heal her broken heart. Finally, she couldn't bear it anymore, so she went to the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and killed her father and brother with her own hands. Angela, who could not trust anyone again and believed that everything is hopeless and meaningless, finally arrived here under the guidance of Silent Hill, but what awaited her is the extension of her nightmare. In the middle of the game, the player will control James to walk into Angela's Silent Hill, and find her in a room attacked by a monster named Abstract Father. This room is like Angela's childhood bedroom. There is a TV in the room. The floor is covered with newspapers about how she killed her father, which symbolizes her being forced to remember the experience of killing her father and the fear of being noticed by the media. The wall is made of sticky flesh, implying Angela's uterus, because there are holes in it, and there will be metal cylinders in the holes that are moving with pistons, implying the scene of sexual intercourse. At the same time, it also represents Angela's view on being raped and sexually assaulted, a repetitive, emotionless, and rigid process. And the monster that attacked her was like one person pressing down on the second person, sticking together and wriggling. The lower part also implies Angela's inescapable and irresistible pain. During the boss battle, the player has to go to all corners of the room to avoid attacks, just like a child being chased and hit by his parents. Even though James successfully dealt with the boss and tried to comfort Angela, he was doubted by Angela that he had hidden motives and assisted in getting laid on her. Angela lacked any redemption and finally collapsed completely, unable to bear anything in the world. In the final part of the game, the last time James met her was on a burning staircase. There is a portrait made of human skin hanging on the wall. There is a hole in the lower part of the human skin, which represents her father and brother. In this plot, although Angela thanked James for saving her from the abstract father, she also thought it would be better not to save her.
I wish you hadn't.
And her belief is also quite heartbreaking. She believes that everything she experienced is her fault.
I deserved what happened.
No, Angela, that's wrong.
Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain?
She didn't want any pity and sympathy from others, because no one in the world truly understood her.
That's what I thought.
In the end, Angela walked into the burning flames, and although James pointed out that the fire here was roaring, Angela just said frostily,
"You see it too." For me, it's always like this.
Then, she walked into the fire and disappeared forever. As one of the important characters in Silent Hill, Angela is definitely one of the most pitiful characters. In reality, many people who have experienced emotional trauma, or even been violated, will always meet someone who thinks they have the ability to save them from the abyss, but in the end, they push them to hell again. I believe that if Angela had met someone who patiently accompanied her to face her trauma and was willing to care about her and guide her, all this would not end like this. However, the reality is so cruel. The only salvation she can have may be the silence brought by death. If you meet someone like Angela in your daily life, remember not to think that you have the ability to save them. What you need to do is not saving, but to accompany and listen. You are not the one to help them out, but themselves. I hope that there will be fewer and fewer people in the world who have the same feelings and experiences as Angela did, but more and more people can help them out and understand them. The content of this episode ends here, and I will make an analysis of Eddie, the supporting role of Silent Hill 2. If you are interested in learning more, please like and subscribe. Your support is the motivation for my continuous creation. At the same time, if you have any games or characters that you want me to explain in depth, you can also leave a message. See you later.